passing defense the entire time this season. Obviously, there's some slippage there in the past few weeks. Last couple of games, it looked better. But what's it? The importance of having Looney do what he does inside, and Gary and Andre, when he's available, do what they do on the perimeter. How important are those three guys in what you guys want to try and do defensively?
All three are excellent defenders, and with Draymond out, we really have to rely on our team defense. But in order to play great team defense, you have to have some great individual defenders. I thought Gary changed the momentum of last night's game with those two steals, back-to-back steals. Kind of gave us control of the game, even though Utah came back and took the lead. It felt like that was kind of the key stretch of the game anyway. So we rely heavily on all three of those guys. They're all excellent defenders, and we got to hold down the fort while Draymond is out.
With the things that Gary and Andre do, especially with the steals, does that, I mean, you want to play great defense, but when you see steals lead to baskets, does that get everybody else sort of involved in playing that defense?
Yeah. I mean, it's you don't want everybody flying into the passing lanes and trying to make steals because you leave yourself vulnerable. So it's always a five-man effort, but everybody on our team is well aware of Gary and Andre's ability to make a key steal and change the game.
Ace, go ahead.
KLAY Thompson has historically been an elite two-way player. How have you seen his defense coming along so far?
I think he looks good. He's moving really well. We've kind of given him more responsibility as he's gone along, and as he continues to ramp up minutes-wise, he'll get more and more defensive responsibility.
Yeah, that was going to be my follow-up. Is historically he has been a guy who's defended the opposing team's best wing or guard or whatever, but that's been more given to Andrew and GP2 so far. So is it the plan to kind of?
Well, I still want Andrew to take the most dangerous guy. It's a great role for Andrew, but most teams have more than one dangerous guy. So KLAY will start getting some more difficult matchups as we go, and I think he's perfectly capable of handling them.
Any sense of KLAY's availability for tomorrow? Did he practice today?
No, he didn't practice, so just we'll see. Questionable for him.
Okay. And playing against Luka tomorrow, what kind of unique challenge? I imagine it's unlike almost any other player, the challenge he presents.
Yeah. Similar to James Harden, in terms of floor spacing, ability to shoot a step back three, incredible size and strength. So, on his downhill runs and pick and roll, he just barrels to the basket. And then, like James Harden, great passer, and the ability to pass over the top of the defense to any of the four guys who were on the floor with him. So it's a huge challenge trying to guard Luka.
Coach, I remembered a couple of weeks ago you mentioned about it's a long season for everybody, especially this current stretch up to the All-Star weekend. Actually, you as a former player who had played through this kind of juncture many times, so what is the most key to help the entire team get through this next few weeks?
Yeah, I think, as a coach, you try to recognize when the team is especially tired or fatigued, and you give them as much space as possible. We won't have a shoot around tomorrow, for example. We want the guys to be able to sleep in and stay off their feet. And we had a good practice today, which we really needed, but we hardly practiced at all last week with all the games. So you just try to figure it out day to day. But what's different now compared to 20 years ago is we have a team of performance specialists who really, through scientific data, they determine